Hi guys, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. My name is Ravika and I wish you all a very happy new year. So for today's video, we are going to talk about design patterns. Now, if you are a working professional, then you must be using this concept or you are familiar with design patterns. But if you are a college student or are just starting your career, chances are very high that you are not very much familiar with this concept or you might not have even heard of it. But let me tell you, design patterns are very crucial, and once you get into software development, this is something you will have to learn. So, sooner you learn it, better it is. So, let's get into the video. So first of all, let's discuss what is design pattern. So design pattern is a general solution to a commonly occurring problem in software design. Now, when I say a general solution, I do not mean that it's a pre-written code that you can just use in your solution, but it's more of a way of thinking or an approach that you can use according to your situation, according to your problem, and of course you can mold it in your way to solve your problem. So, why are design patterns so important and why do we need to learn about them? Let's say you are given a problem which you need to find a solution to. You don't know what design patterns are. So, you consume a lot of your time in and energy in building a solution to a problem which might be very common and the solution to which has been already designed. You just ended up wasting your time, whereas you could have done something else which would have been productive. So this is design patterns for you. They give you a way to solve problems in using a proven solution, using tried and tested solutions. Another thing about design patterns is that they are used by a lot of software developers all around the world. So it makes your communication with your fellow designers very efficient, very quick, and very easy. Say, if I know my patterns and if I encounter a problem where I need to find a good way of getting the information from possibly multiple producer objects to multiple consumer objects, I will quickly recognize that this is a job for an observer, which is a design pattern. I will immediately know how to solve the problem, and it will be very easy for me to communicate that to you if you and I both understand that when I say observer, I mean a specific structure of code. It will be very easy for me to describe how a bit of code that uses this pattern works. The alternative of which would be to fully describe you the solution, which will be very time consuming and error prone. So I'll tell you, when I was in college, I had this chapter called design patterns in software engineering subject that we had. At that point of time, this made no sense to me. I thought that this is absolutely a theoretical thing and that I'm never going to use this in my life, so I paid zero attention to that. But when I started working on actual projects, when I joined this company and I started working on actual projects, I realized how important design patterns are and how important it is for us to be familiar with this concept. So I do not expect that after this video you just go and learn all the design patterns that are present there, because that will do no good, because you will eventually forget about it. But the sole motive of this video is to make you familiar, make you aware of this concept, so that when the time comes and when you face the requirement, you go look for the right thing out there and do not end up wasting your time. With this, let us talk about some very important and very commonly used design patterns which you might be already using, you just don't know about it. So first of all, there are three types of design patterns. The first one is creational, second one is structural, and third one is behavioral. So talking about the first design pattern, that is creational design pattern, these are all about creating an object, right? So the most popular creational design pattern is singleton design pattern. Let us take a use case for this to better understand what this is. Now suppose you want to create a simple DB connection class to connect to your database, and you want to access this from multiple locations from your code, right? Now what you do is generally create instances of this DB connection class and use it for doing your database operations whenever required, which results in creating multiple connections with your database, as each instance will have its own separate connection, which actually is very costly and you cannot afford to do that in large products, large scale products. So what you can do instead is create DB connection class as a singleton class, so that you create only one instance of that class, and only one connection with the database will be established. Now, because we can manage DB connection via one instance, we will be able to control load balance, unnecessary connections, etc. So coming to next design pattern, there are structural design patterns. It's all about organizing different classes and objects to form larger structures and provide new functionalities. A very, very common design pattern, structural design pattern, is adapter design pattern. So let's say two interfaces which are not compatible with each other wants to establish a relationship between them. Then we do that using adapter. So adapter design pattern converts one class or interface into another class or interface that the client expects. So adapters help classes work together which wouldn't have otherwise because of the incompatibility. In similar way, there are a lot of other design patterns that are present there. I cannot explain each and every one here. There are a lot of articles available on internet explaining each and every design pattern in detail. Some of them will be linked in description box below. You should go and check those out, and do let me know in the comment section below if you want me to make videos on every design pattern, explaining every design pattern. That's it for this video. I will be back with another video very soon. Till then, bye bye. Happy learning.